How to prevent and cure tendonitis. I'm Kim Law, founder of Wellness Royal Move. We help people to regain health in 7 days. So I received this question. They asked, Kim, can you tell more about tendonitis? Is tendonitis kind of rheumatism? If we have tendonitis, what can we do to prevent it from worsening? And is it curable? So tendonitis is actually just inflammations of the tendon. It usually happens at the point of the attachment of the tendon to the bone. Based on a brief anatomy lesson, tendons are what attach muscles to bone, and the contractions of your muscles is what to move your bone. So, the tendonitis is inflammations of the tendon. At a certain point, you can technically get it anywhere in your body, but we often see it in certain places. For example, you will get it, like at the elbow, what we call tennis elbow, because of the backhand. Okay, this sort of movement. On the other side, we call golfer elbow because this is what the movement. So if you can get it from your knee, you can get it at your shoulder, and you can actually get it anywhere else. This is a tendon. But the thing about tendonitis is that it's often happen with the repeated movement, like someone will play tennis or badminton, or repeating doing the backhand, like backhand, and this sort of like movement. When your muscles contract here, you pull the tendon here to move your arms to this sort of direction, to the direction that you want. Okay, and this constant pulling, this constant stress will cause tiny little tears in your tendon. And these tears can cause inflammation and get really sore, really tense, and really tender. And now you go like, oh gosh, what happened? Do I have joint problem? Now, what happened with tendonitis is not actually a joint problem. In the same way, it's like rheumatoid arthritis. We know that rheumatoid arthritis is affected inside your joint, and it affects the sort of cartilage, the soft squishy tissue that protect your joint to help make them smooth when the bone rub against each other. That's rheumatoid arthritis. Tendonitis is affecting the tendon on the outside of the joint. So, well, it's generally the same area, but it's not actually the disease of the joint itself. Now, the thing about tendonitis is there is not a whole lot of that the doctor can do to treat it. When it comes to tendonitis, it's more of you have to stop causing the stress to the area. For example, if you have tendonitis here, you got tennis elbow, what you got to do is stop doing the backhand. All right? You have to give them a little bit of break and wait for the inflammation to go away and wait for the tendon to heal. Because if your tendon is inflamed and all the formations here is actually, it could actually mess up your tendon's integrity. So if you are continue doing all sorts of things that causing even more damage to the tendon, and you are not taking care of yourself, and in this worst scenario, you can cause significant tears and can cause it like detach entirely. And that's something that you don't want because it's often require major surgery to fix it. All right. So if you have tendonitis and you just want to take it easy, you just want to relax, you want to avoid stretching that area, you can exercise other part of the body, no problem. It's just you need to leave this area alone for long enough for it to heal. Now, tendonitis is something that takes a long time to heal. A lot of people have a bit of tendonitis and they wait for 3 days and then they come to me and say, oh, it's not going away. Really, it will take a couple of weeks. So it's about management expectation as well. If you have tendonitis, expect it to last for a while. But if you really painful, if you really affecting your life, if you can't go with the daily life because causing too much of pain, what doctor can do is they can sometimes give you the steroid injection in that area, and that will calm down the inflammation. So it takes away the symptom, but it doesn't heal the tendon. So although you won't feel the pain anymore, it doesn't mean that the tendon is healed. So you still have to take it easy. You still need to take it easy for the tendon to healing. As for avoiding tendonitis, oftentimes the mass majority of tendonitis is because someone has stressed that area way too much. They put too much of tendons through the area. So it's about to know your limit and knowing not to do too much of a backhand, practice your backhand for hours and hours at one time. So everything is in moderation. You still want to exercise, but you don't want to exercise at the point where you injure yourself. Unfortunately, I wish I could say that we have some sort of fix for the tendonitis or some sort of surefire way to make sure that you won't ever to get this again. Unfortunately, it's all about waiting for your body to heal itself and sort of supporting your own body in its healing journey. Share this information to friends and families who have tendonitis. Together, we create a better world. Remember to subscribe my YouTube channel and turn on the bell so that you will get the new notification every time we upload a new video. See you in my next video.